guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I took like a month-long hiatus from making YouTube videos, and then I came back, made 2 videos, and now it's been again over a week since I posted anything. I'm just really out of the swing of filming videos, and I'm having all kinds of like malfunctions with my camera and my lighting and stuff like that. I feel like my lighting is always way too bright in my videos, but I am like not good with techie stuff, especially cameras and stuff like that, so I don't really know how to correct it or make it better. I also feel like my camera is on an angle. Like I feel like my bookshelves look like they're tilting downwards, but I don't know how to fix that either. So all this stuff is happening, but I thought I'd do just a quick little currently reading video until I can kind of figure out all my problems and get back to doing normal videos. So I am currently reading 3 different books. It's been a long time since I've read more than 1 book at a time, but I've just haven't been having such a hard time finding books that I actually enjoy, and I was in a bit of a reading slump, so I was starting all these other books because I couldn't get into the other ones that I had already started, and then readathons happened and I had specific books I wanted to read for those, so I had to stop what I was currently reading. So now I've got currently 3 books that I'm reading, but not really, because I haven't read in like 2 days because I'm in like this great reading slump that I can't get out of. Okay, that was a long explanation. Let's get started. So the first book that I had started out of all of these was Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I had started this like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't read it since I started it. I'm only 25 pages into it, so like I'm barely currently reading it. But this is the second book in the Grisha trilogy. I really enjoyed the first book, but I wasn't the biggest fan of where the story started to go at the end of that one, so I wasn't super into this when I started it. So I think I'm going to hold off on reading this until I get more into a fantasy mood, because right now I'm not really in that mood. Ironically enough, all 3 of the books I'm currently reading are fantasy, so maybe that's why I'm not getting anywhere with these. The second one I started was Snow City by G.A. Catherines. This is a book that I was sent for review. It's a standalone adult novel, I believe. It's not that big, and the font is pretty big, so I thought I would get through it quickly. But I'm just not into this novel at all. The writing is really hard for me to read. I feel like it's made up of a lot of run-on sentences that almost feel like they were trying to be like really formal with the writing, and it almost feels like I'm reading like a classic book just with the words and stuff that they're using and the way that they're forming sentences, which is fine, but I just don't think it's being done very well, so it's just making it a lot harder to read and a lot longer to get through. But I was sent it to review, so I do have to finish it and review it, and yeah. And then the last book that I'm currently reading is Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. I actually lost the dust jacket to this morning because it fell down the side of my bed, so I'm going to have to retrieve that later. This is also a fantasy novel. This is a Snow Queen retelling, and I started off really enjoying it because I think you would call this high fantasy, because I'm assuming most of the book is going to take place in a fantastical world, but it originally started in an asylum in upstate New York, so I was enjoying that part of the story in the asylum, and then when it got really into the magical parts and the magical land, I lost interest in it because I just don't think I'm in the mood for fantasy. This is what I'm currently reading. Oddly enough, they're all very like purpley colors. They seem very aesthetically pleasing on the camera. But yeah, this is what I'm currently reading. Wish me luck, because I'm not really into any of these books, but I really need to get through them. And yeah, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you're currently reading, or if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. And yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!